The $1,000,000 question. I recently just got off a call with a good friend of mine, and we were having a conversation around success and failure in business. You see, as business owners, it's very easy to get caught up in this fear of failure. I'm afraid to fail. And that can show up in numerous ways. That fear of failure can prevent you from growing your business to another level. It might be that, it's time to bring on a team member, spending a lot more money on your marketing. And this fear, it overwhelms us. It overwhelms us and it makes us go, but what if I fail? What if it doesn't work? And then what happens is we get caught and we get stuck. The other types of failure that we fear is if I do this, it won't work. There's also the fear of if I do this, if I'm successful, if I run this advertising campaign and it brings in all these clients, what if we can't deliver? What if we sell a whole bunch of people and we can't deliver on what we've promised? There's another fear. And so all of this points to, if you're scared of what failing in business looks like, it means that you need to look at your definition of what success in business looks like. The $1,000,000 question is not, how do I make $1,000,000? The $1,000,000 question in business is, what is your definition of business success? Is your definition of business success that you have a large team, you've got millions in revenue, or you run multiple businesses? Okay. But is that truly what will get you what you want? Your definition of business success, maybe I work 3 days a week. I have $30,000 a month that I can live on. Clients are happy, and they're so happy that they're leaving reviews and referring other people. The team that we have, no matter what size it is happy and enjoying what they do. We're good at what we do, and I make $30,000 and the business is profitable. That can be a very successful definition of a business. That same business, if that's your definition of a successful business, and yet you're chasing a business that needs to be $5-10 million in revenue, could set you up for a lot of pain. Because a business, if your definition of successful business is I have to have tens of millions of dollars in revenues, you could have tens of millions of dollars in revenues, be burnt out and not have your 3 days a week, not have your 30,000, or you might have your 30,000 a month. You never know. It depends on your margins. But maybe you're at 10, 20, 30 million a year, but you don't have happy customers, because the more customers you have, the higher chance of unhappy customers. Not everyone's going to be happy. Not every team member is going to be happy. When you have a large number of team, I can guarantee you that as your team members grow, the more chances that there's someone who's dissatisfied in some way, shape or form, just as there are with clients. And so more does not necessarily mean better. More money doesn't always necessarily mean better. More team members does not necessarily mean better. More clients doesn't necessarily mean better. So the $1,000,000 question I want you to ask yourself is, what is my definition of business success? How do I know? Finish this sentence. I know I'm successful in business when. Write that down on a sheet of paper. Get super clear on what success for a business looks like. And once you're clear on what you define success, what your rules for a successful business are, look at your business and see, how do I need to change my business? Do I need to change my business to better meet my definition of success? And if looking at your definition of success of your business isn't motivating, but you feel more like a failure, then what I encourage you to do is really look at that definition and ask yourself, is it your definition or is it society or someone else's external definition of what success looks like that you're trying to meet rather than your own? I'm going to leave that with you. The $1,000,000 question. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to succeed, but be super clear on what your definition of success in business actually is. You've been listening to Entrepreneurs Rising. Thank you, dear listener, for tuning in. I appreciate your time and look forward to connecting in future episodes. If you would like show notes or any resources from today's episode, you can find them at rising.show. Rising.show. You can find show notes for this episode and all other episodes, as well as links to socials and the ability to reach out and connect with me, make your suggestions for future episodes. Until next time, keep up the journey.